Greetings, mathematicians. We are in Unit 3, Lesson 3. We've got two-digit and four-digit quotients. And yes, that is the cursive Q. It is very strange looking, quite weird, but that's our quotient, or our Q. We start at the top, we loop it around like number 2, and we bring it down. This is one version of the Q. All right, let's jump into objective. I will practice dividing using place value sections and expanded notation. Not sure why I capitalized expanded. With two and four digit quotients. So we're going to be working with slightly bigger dividends, and our answers will either end up with a two or a four-digit quotient. And for a quick review of that place value model, I've got it right here. So you want to go ahead and draw a rectangle, give yourself three similarly sized boxes. Doesn't have to be perfect. You just have to have enough room to work inside the boxes. Now, our first problem here is going to be 252 divided by 9. So if we're going to work on this place value model, we're going to put our 9 on the outside, and we're going to put our 252, let's go with blue, on the inside. So the total dividend. So how many times does 9 go into 2? That's not going to work. So when it doesn't work with going into that first digit, we have to move over. And essentially, we're going to put however many our divisor fits into that part of the dividend over that value. So we're going over the 5 with our answer. So 9 goes into 25 two times evenly. So instead of leaving a 2 up here, I have nothing in the hundreds. I have 2 in the tens. I need a 0. A 0 goes in. So now I have 20. 20 times 9 is 180. Let's subtract out. What I end up with is 2. Can't take 8 from 5, so I need to regroup. That becomes a 1. That becomes a 15. 15 minus 8 is 7. Now, if you don't have enough room to regroup in your box, you have to draw a bigger box. So I end up with 72. Like we worked with our teammates yesterday, we're moving that 72 up. And now we're going to ask ourselves, how many times does 9 go into 7? Doesn't. How many times does 9 go into 72? This one's pretty easy. This one is 8. 8 times 9 is 72. We have a 0 remainder. Now, when we run into this scenario, first two boxes we're working and we end up with nothing to move up. When there's nothing to move up, so if we move that 0 up, really we need nothing in this box. So we want to prepare for a larger number, but if we end up hitting a dead end, that's our answer. So the answer here is 20 plus 8 is 28. So 252 divided by 9 is 28. All right, let's do a slightly larger dividend. This time around, we're going to use, let's see, 7,722 divided by 3. So again, we're going to take our lonely divisor. We're going to put the divisor on the outside. We're going to start with our 7 here. So we got 7,722. Now, 3 does go into the first 7. So that's going to give us 2. 0, 0, 0. 2,000 times 3 is 6,000. Subtract 2, 2, 7, 1. We move it up. And again, make sure you've got the space to work in your boxes. How many times does 3 go into 1? It doesn't. How many times does it go into 17? This is where we're working. We're going to end up with 5, 0, 0. 500 times 3, 1,500. Subtract. We're going to get 2, 2, 2. Move it up. How many times does 3 go into 2? It doesn't. How many times does 3 go into 22? It goes in 7 times. 7 times 3 is 2, 1, 0. So we need that 0 up there. Let's subtract. 2, 1. Now we're down to a much smaller number. We've got our 12. We're going to, should have made it red. We're going to take our 12. We're going to move it up. How many times does 3 go into 12? 4 times. 4 times 3 is 12. We can subtract. We get a 0 remainder. And now we're simply going to take all of the numbers up here, our 2,000 plus our 500 plus our 70 plus our 4. We're going to add them up and we're going to get, I'm out of space right here. I'm going to move my answer right down here. We get 2,574. So this is just a much larger dividend. We extended it to an extra box. All right. And this is half of today's lesson. The other half is working with similar size numbers, but also with expanded notation. So we'll use the same problem so we know the answer, but here we're going to work our way up. So how many times does 3 go into 7? Easy, that's 2. So we get 0, 0, 0. Gets us our 6,000. We subtract. That's going to bring us to our 2, 2, 7, 1, 1722. How many times does 3 go into 17? We've got 500. That gets us to 1,500. So 500 times 3 is 1,500. And we'll subtract down. We end up with 2, 2. And we're going to have to borrow, or not borrow, 2, 2, 2. 3 goes into 22. 7 times, so 70. 70 times 3 is 210. Subtract. We're going to end up with that last bit of 12. Ask yourselves, how many times does 3 go into 12? It's 4 times. 4 times 3 is 12. 0 remainder. Now, this is the answer here at the top. Our answer is up here, 2,574. Hardest part about this model is you're working in 2 directions. Our divisor stays stationary, but we work up, we work down, we work up, we work down, we work up, we work down. Right. Now on to our next steps. We're going to be in classwork, page 109, and you're going to pick 6. Pick any 6 and solve. While you're working on this, if you want to work with a partner, that's perfectly okay. Number 2, let's see, we've got another classwork assignment. And I will post your homework up on the board, but this is where we're going to start. So work on 109, pick 6 and solve, check your answers. Go back to the workbook with your partner, classwork, page 110, work all of them, and check your answers. For homework, it'll be posted on the board. All right, mathematicians, I will see you at the round table.